Allow me to thank the Devolution Committee that is led by Senator Abbas. Speaker, I think you need to move my seat at this rate. But the point that I was making is that I am grateful to the committee that is led by Senator Abbas and the members there, specifically Senator Chute, I think, and Catherine Muma, had raised issues including issues of public participation or the lack thereof, and the fact that there was already a start date for that particular agreement without public participation and without even the approval of the Nairobi County Assembly. So the problem I have is that you are telling the House that the report will be tabled and that agreement is already being implemented. So I am a bit worried, Honorable Speaker, because I don't know what sort of leverage we have as a House in terms of determining outcomes of certain inquiries. And you can see, Honorable Speaker, that in the report by the committee, they are also saying that the committee has future plans to inquire into national government parastatals that are performing devolved functions. And that was our biggest gripe, Honorable Speaker, because for some of us, reading that agreement, we felt that it was an open or back-ended transfer of functions. And therefore, Honorable Speaker, we objected on the basis of that. So I'll be looking forward to that report, and I'm hoping that the report incorporates the concerns that were raised by members of the committee itself, because I was present in that particular meeting, including how we can proceed with such an agreement, Honorable Speaker, without the input of the people of Nairobi. But I was happy, at least with the conduct before the committee, although some of the members of that committee, Honorable Speaker, misinterpret their role to be defenders of governors when they appear before that committee. And I am glad that Senator Abbas, you stood firm and said that this House is on the side of the people and our work is to oversight governors and not to massage them when they appear before our committees. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Senator Mazaya.
Asante sana, Mstahiki Spika. Mstahiki Spika, pia mimi nataka kujiunga na taarifa hii iliyoletwa hapa na Seneta wa Kajiado, ndugu yangu Seki. Cha kwanza ni kwamba, Spika, tunaona kwamba maendeleo tokea uhuru patikane hivi sasa imefikia miaka mingi, zaidi ya nusu karne. Na tumeona maendeleo ya gari la moshi mpaka sasa tumefika hii ya SGR, ikiwa kwa upande mmoja, ilhali kwamba katika historia ni kwamba gari la moshi lilianzia Mombasa likaenda mpaka Kisumu na huko kwingine pia kukafaidika. Lakini hatuwezi kuelewa ni kwa sababu gani barabara hiyo imetengenezwa kwa sababu ya gari ya moshi. Lakini sisi pia, watu wanaoketi sehemu za chini kule kulikoanzia, pia ingekuwa swala kama hili limezingatiwa, ya kwamba kunatakana kuwe na gari ya moshi ambayo inaweza kutoka sehemu kama za pale ilipo pale station hapo Mombasa na kuelekea mpaka pengine karibu na Kilifi, ama ikiwa haitafika lakini ifike mahali kama Vipingo, ili watu wa kule pia waweze kufaidi na waweze kuona hali ya uchumi na maendeleo yanayopatikana ndani ya Kenya. Ni jambo la aibu sana, Bwana Spika, nikisema kwamba ukiwa unasafiri kutoka Mombasa, ikiwa unakuja mpaka Mtwapa na hatimaye uende Kikambala na uende mpaka Vipingo, utaona kwamba unamaliza masaa karibu 4 watu wanaotoka kazini. Inakuwa traffic jam kubwa. Lakini kama ingekuwa jambo kama hili linaweza kuwa focused ama linaweza kuangaliwa kwa kina, basi watu badala ya kuwa na msukumano wa magari mengi ama matatu nyingi zinazokwenda mpaka Kikambala na Kilifi, ingekuwa hazifiki town, zinabaki kama Kikambala ile kuweza kuchukua wale watu na kuwapeleka Kilifi. Kwa hiyo mimi naona ya kwamba statement kama hii ni nzuri, lakini utanganyo wa watu ingekuwa bora zaidi ikiwa nao sehemu kama hiyo inaweza kuangaliwa vizuri ili kuweza kuimprove ile passenger network.
Months they are out in the cold.
Thank you.
Now, Clerk, take note of that. That statement was requested a while ago. Can you make a follow-up with the relevant committee so that we get a response to that matter? And at any rate, not later than Wednesday next week. Senator Mutinda.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And I rise to support the statement by the Senator of Kajiado, Senator Seki. He's one of the senators who's very passionate when it comes to matters Kajiado County. Today I've seen how he's been able to engage with the Minister for Energy on compensation matters. And now on the floor of this House, Mr. Speaker, on the issue as to why the Ministry of Transport has not taken time to ensure that there is accessibility of traders and other Kenyans within that county to be able to access the SGR facilities, the SGR amenities like the shops that have been put in place that should be generating revenue, not only to the company itself, but also benefiting the people of Kajiado County, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, you know, as much as some of these projects are governmental projects, there has been a wrong mentality in this country whereby when something is for the government, then it's not really utilized to its maximum level in terms of maximization of revenue, and at the same time, giving services maximally to its people within its environs, Mr. Speaker. I would want to urge, as I support the statement of Senator Seki, that the Minister for Transport should be able to quicken and fast track by sending his team to the ground to ensure that accessibility is given. And this cuts across many other public and governmental infrastructures that have been put in place. We've seen infrastructures that are there. Payments have been done already, handovers have been done, but at times nothing is working because one institution or the other institution has not been able to provide what needs to be provided. For this case, accessibility is very, very key. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Now, honorable senators, allow me to rearrange today's order paper pursuant to Standing Order 45-2, so that we move to order number 17 and thereafter resume the normal flow as contained in today's order paper. Clerk, kindly proceed to call that order.
Order number 17, the Equalization Fund Appropriation Bill, National Assembly Bills number 21 of 2025, second reading.
The Senate Majority Leader.
I thank you, Mr. Speaker, for this chance. Mr. Speaker, I beg to move that the Equalization Fund Appropriation Bill, National Assembly Bill number 21 of 2025, be now read a second time. Mr. Speaker, this is rather embarrassing because today is 6th of May, 2026. We are basically 1 month and 24 days to the end of the financial year. And this is when we are considering Equalization Fund for 2025-2026. It's very shameful, I must agree, Mr. Speaker, because honestly, it was not out of idleness that the people of Kenya included Article 204 into our constitution. It's because they were fully aware, Mr. Speaker, that there are two Kenyas, that we live in the same country, same republic, we sing the same national anthem, but our realities are extremely different, Mr. Speaker. That while there are parts of this country where when residents wake up in the morning, they can choose which tarmac road to take, Mr. Speaker, there are other parts of the country that in this day and age, you find an entire constituency, they have never seen tarmac, Mr. Speaker. That if you talk of piped water, Mr. Speaker, that is a dream. And it's until students from the schools visit maybe the bigger towns within the proximity of those localities, that kids can see water flowing out of a water tap, Mr. Speaker, and it's a spectacle for them. There are parts of this country, Mr. Speaker, where the distance between a health center and another is in hundreds of kilometers. And the people of Kenya, fully pricked of their conscience, Mr. Speaker, made provisions for Article 204, where we provide 1.5% of the nationally raised revenue, Mr. Speaker, and we share it with parts of this country that are less fortunate, so that we are able to do programs. I'll be speaking a bit later, Mr. Speaker, about how well that has been done and how we've been able to execute that particular part of it, Mr. Speaker. But I was just laying the basis for our appreciation as a House on the importance of Equalization Fund. Mr. Speaker, Equalization Fund is almost like life support to certain parts of the country. Yet, as we are moving division of the revenue for 2026-2027, we are equally moving Equalization Fund for the past financial year. That cannot be right. And Mr. Speaker, I must confess that it is not out of the making of this House. We received this bill perhaps just a few weeks ago, and we have processed it. And I want to believe, Mr. Speaker, should we conclude on debate today, depending on how many members want to speak to it, as early as tomorrow, we should be able to progress it to second and third reading, because we don't even have, at least none that I'm aware of, Mr. Speaker, any deep, detailed amendment to this proposed bill. And it's not right, Mr. Speaker. We cannot continue to live like this. And I must appreciate the genius of the drafters of our Constitution, because they provided. Remember, first of all, after the passage of this Constitution in 2010, Mr. Speaker, and the beginning of the bicameral parliaments in 2012, Mr. Speaker, it took us close to 5 to 6 years before we operationalized this particular. There were cases in court, this or the other. That institution has never picked, Mr. Speaker. In fact, I just need to check, and maybe we will engage the CEO one time, because there's something I'll also be proposing to the House a bit later, further down my notes, Mr. Speaker, on actually what has been the success of this particular fund in the far-flung and the forgotten corners of this country, as the people of Kenya expected, Mr. Speaker, and what has been the success of it and what not. The question that I was raising in this particular part of my submission, Mr. Speaker, is that I doubt if we have been able to implement more than 5 cycles of equalization funds, Mr. Speaker. It's unfortunate, Mr. Speaker. It's not right, it's not godly, and we need to do better. And that's why, Mr. Speaker, I want to urge the House that we quickly move with this bill, and I hope that we can get to provision of these resources, because it's provided by the Constitution. There's nothing even to think about. There's no debate to have, Mr. Speaker. It is known that Article 2 of 4 provides, Mr. Speaker, that once we have the audited accounts of the previous financial year, 1.5% immediately goes into this fund by operation of the Constitution. No need for any appropriation, no need for any bill, Mr. Speaker. This fund is so specific, unlike even the division of revenue between the 2 levels of government, because this one, Mr. Speaker, has only 2 conditions. Condition 1, it needs to be 1.5%. Condition 2, it needs to be 1.5% of the last audited accounts. And all those are known at the end of every financial year. So I don't understand even this long winding road that we sometimes take with the Treasury, Mr. Speaker. It is a continuation of the marginalization, Mr. Speaker, by the centralists, those who never believe in the spirit of devolution, Mr. Speaker, and those who particularly don't identify with the needs of communities such as this that need this problem. I was in North Hall 2 weeks ago, Mr. Speaker. No, I'm not sure whether we were with Eddie. I think it was Senator Ledama or somebody else, Mr. Speaker. You drive for almost a whole 1 hour, Mr. Speaker. You don't see a drop of water. These funds were for communities such as those, Mr. Speaker, that we understood they have unique needs which must be addressed, and the only other way you can address them, Mr. Speaker, is provision of a sink fund such as this. Yet, unfortunately, Mr. Speaker, we continue to speak a lot of English here in Nairobi while people continue to suffer. We must do better, Mr. Speaker. Therefore, this bill, Mr. Speaker, is something that we need to expedite with a lot of speed, appreciating that the national government shall use the Equalization Fund only to provide these services as listed: water, roads, health, facilities, and electricity even, Mr. Speaker, to marginalized area to the extent necessary to bring quality of those services in those areas to the level generally enjoyed by the rest of the nation so far as possible. Imagine, very basic and elementary. You're just trying to elevate other Kenyans to live the general applicable standards in the rest of the country. And we have a big debate about it here in the country. We ought to do better. The challenge, Mr. Speaker, is that at present there is no law that provides the issuance of funds out of the Equalization Fund for the provision of basic services for 2025-2026. Each law that we do, unfortunately, Mr. Speaker, is for subsequent years. In fact, I really want to question the wisdom of yearly passage of